Hi everyone, welcome to JoinCoder. In today's video, I'll show you the admin features of a POS system. I'll walk you through all the admin features, including the dashboard, categories, products, suppliers, purchases, tax, discounts, and more. Now I'm logging in as an admin. Here's the admin dashboard. You can see products that are out of stock. I can check detail. Monthly purchases, daily and monthly sales. Top 3 best-selling products. Payment methods like card, cash, and mobile. Sales overview. Order types. In this part, I'm focusing only on admin features, so some dashboard data may not appear yet. Alright, let's move on to the category section. As usual, we just need to add a category name. I'll go ahead and add some coffee. Tea. Cake. And bread. Okay, that's enough for now. I can also edit or delete a category. But to avoid mistakes, it will ask for confirmation before deleting. Also, I can only delete a category if there are no products under it. I'll show you what that means after we add some products. Now, let's add a product. I'll start with espresso. Choose the category coffee, then fill in the stock and description. Click Add Product. Next, you'll see an option to add sizes and prices for the product. Let's add small, medium, and large sizes with their prices. Then click Save Sizes. Now we have a product under the coffee category. Let's go back to the category section. And try deleting coffee. As you can see, since there's a product under this category, it won't let us delete it. Alright, let's add another product. I'll add mocha this time. I'll set just one size for now. You'll notice that when a product has only one size, there's still a plus button to add more. When I have full size for SO, there is no plus button. Now let's add medium with a price. Now we have 2 sizes, but the plus button is still there. Next, I'll add the large size. What happens if I try to add a 4th size? It doesn't allow more than 3 sizes, which is a built-in limit. Let's remove the extra size. And click Save. Here, there is no plus button as before. Now, let's try editing the product. You'll see the data you entered earlier. To change the price, you need to select a size first. If I choose small, it shows the small size price. Same for medium or large. Now I'll update the small size price and click Update. You can see it's been updated successfully. You can also search for products by name. And of course, you can delete products too. That's all for the product section. Now let's move on to the discount feature. To apply a product discount, you can either select all products at once by clicking the checkbox, or choose specific products from the drop-down list. If you choose all products, the specific product selection will automatically hide. Now I'll choose all products, then enter the discount rate. Let's go with 2%. Next, set the start and end dates for the discount. Once everything is filled, click Create Discount, and it will be added successfully. This discount will apply when products are added to the cart, both on the cashier side and the customer side. Alright, now let's look at the delivery feature. When a customer places an order with the delivery option, we need to know the delivery location. So I added a feature to manage that. I can add delivery locations by city and set the delivery fee. After saving, the location will be added to the list. I can also edit the fee anytime. Just select the location, change the price, and click Update. Well done, it is updated here. Now let's move on to the tax feature. You can simply type the tax name. For example, service tax. Then enter the percentage. Let's go with 5% first. And click Add Tax. It will show up in the list. If you want to update the percentage, just type the same tax name and change the percentage. But if you try to add the same tax name with a different percentage, it will show an alert like this to prevent duplicates. Now, I'll update the percentage, and there we go. These features will be used when I set up the cashier role. Right now, the cashier role is not included yet, but after I finish a few more features, I'll share it just like this. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss it. Okay, let's continue with the supplier feature. Here you can see the list of suppliers. It shows the supplier name, contact, address, and status, whether they're active or inactive. Let's go ahead and add a new supplier. Just fill in the name, contact number, address. And choose the status, either active or inactive. Once you hit Save, the new supplier will appear in the list. Here, we can see the information that we added. Let me add one more supplier. Now we got 2 suppliers. As usual, we can also search suppliers by name. The edit option is connected with purchase info, so I'll explain that part later. Now, let's move on to the purchase feature. In a coffee shop, we need to buy ingredients and keep records, right? So I added this feature. In this feature, we can see to add ingredient name, unit, quantity, supplier, and others. Let's add some ingredients. I will add sugar, and there are 2 unit type. You can select the unit like kg or package, then enter the quantity and cost price and click Add Item. The added item will show up here with the total price. If there's a mistake, just click the remove button to delete it. Let's add one more item. This time I will go with coffee. I don't know, just add this name. Now I got 2 ingredient items and we can see total price. It's auto-calculated. After adding items, choose the supplier from the drop-down list. The supplier list comes from the suppliers we added earlier. The total amount will be calculated automatically. Now enter the paid amount. The system will decide the payment status based on that. If enter the full amount, it's marked as paid. If enter a partial amount, it's marked as partial. If enter 0, it's marked as due. Now I'll enter a partial amount and click Save Purchase. This purchase info will appear in the reports section. I will show it later. Now let's go back to the supplier section. I choose the supplier Mr. John. Let's check him. Let's say I pay more later to this supplier. Click the edit button and we'll see the due amount. I'll enter the new payment. And here, if supplier still has any due amount, I can't set them as inactive. Now click Update. Let's check again. Now the due amount is reduced, but there's still some left. I'll pay the rest of the amount and update again. Let's check one more time. Now the due amount is cleared and the inactive button is working. But remember, to mark a supplier as inactive, the post amount must be 0. Now I'll change the status to inactive and click Update. You can now see the supplier status is inactive. Let's go back to the purchase section and check the supplier dropdown. If a supplier is inactive, they won't appear in the dropdown list anymore. Alright, that's it for these features. Asset management feature is still in progress, so it's not included in this video. Once it's ready, I'll share it just like this. Now let's move on to manage profile. Here, the admin can add user accounts with different roles. Admin, cashier, or chef. Let's add a new user with the chef role. And we'll check it in the next section. Next is the My Profile feature. This works as usual. You can update your account information or change your password. Now let's go to the Manage Profile section. This list doesn't include customer accounts. It only shows users like admin, cashier, or chef. Here, you'll see the users we added earlier. Let's try searching for users with the chef role. And here it is. Under Actions, you can choose to make a user active or inactive. Under Role, you'll see all 3 user roles, and the user's current role is selected by default. Let's set this user to inactive. Now it shows as inactive. Now I'll change the role from chef to cashier. So this user's role has been updated successfully. Let's try the Reset Password feature now. I'll copy the user's email paste it here, and click Reset Password. The password has now been reset to the default password. This feature is useful for users who forget their password. They can log in again using the default password after it's reset. Now, let's check out the reports. Since there are no sales records yet, you won't see any data here for now. Let's look at the summary purchase report. I will select the date from Date to. In the summary, I can see how much I've bought from each supplier, including total amount, paid amount, due, and payment status. If required, I can also export to Excel. But what if you want to know which ingredients you bought from a supplier? No worries, you can check that in the detailed report. Here, you'll see all the detailed info about the ingredients purchased. Alright, that's it for the reports section. Now, for a quick view of your account info, just click on the profile icon at the top. You can see name, role, and easily update profile or change password. All the features for this part are now complete. Before logging out, I'll copy the email of an inactive user to show you one last feature. Now let's try to log in with this inactive account. As you can see, it says the account is inactive, so login is not allowed. This feature is helpful when a staff member resigns. You can deactivate their account to prevent future logins. That's it for all features in this part of the POS system. And if you're interested in this project and want to download the source code, please note, you'll need to generate your own Google Client ID and secret key for login with Google. If you don't know how to do that, don't worry, keep watching and I'll show you step by step how to set it up, along with the project installation process. This project was built using Laravel 11. To get it running, here's what you'll need. You can check your PHP or Composer version by running this command in the command prompt. Hope you have all the requirements ready. Once you've downloaded and extracted the source code, open Visual Studio Code. Click on File gives Add folder to Workspace. Browse to your source code folder and click Add. And open the composer.json file. Here you can see the required PHP version, Laravel version, and the packages installed for this project. Alright, this is just basic knowledge for beginners. Some of you may already know it, Start your Apache and MySQL servers. Then go to phpMyAdmin and create a new database. Alright, once that's done, open your Visual Studio Code. Next, find and open the .env file. Here, you'll need to check your database connection settings such as DB connection, DB port, and for the DB database. Set this to the name you just created in phpMyAdmin. You'll also see a line called Default User Password. After the project is set up, we'll use this password to log in. Now open the terminal and run the following command. php artisan migrate seed. This will create the necessary tables in the database and also add an admin account to the user's table for signing in. Once it's complete, go to phpMyAdmin and check your database. You'll see the tables have been created. Open the users table. You should see an admin account and some user accounts there. You will see roles like admin and user. If you've added roles like cashier or chef, those will also appear here. When a user registers using email and password, their provider will be shown as simple. If they log in using Google, it will show Google as the provider. Only users with a status set to active will be able to log in, as I showed you earlier. Now go back to Visual Studio Code and run the following command php artisan serve. Then, in a new terminal, run npm run dev. Please note, every time you run the project, you'll need to run both of these commands. Now, open your browser and follow the link provided in the terminal to access the project. You can test the login using the admin email and the default password from the .env file I showed earlier. Once logged in, you'll see the admin dashboard. Alright, now let's log out from the admin account. Next, let's check the user role. Copy an email from a user whose role is user. And use the same default password to log in. Here you'll see the customer side interface. This is just the UI for now, it's not functional yet. I'll share the source code once everything is finished. You can also try registering a new account yourself. It will automatically be assigned the customer role and redirect to the customer dashboard. Alright, that worked too. Now, let's set up the Google login feature. Open your .env file. You'll see two empty fields like this, Google Client ID and Google Client Secret. We're going to fill these in. So, open your browser and go to console.google.cloud.com. Once you're there, Click the toggle menu on the top left, go to API and Services, then click Credentials. Click Create Project. You can set your own name or just keep the default. Then click Create. Once the project is created, click on Credentials again. At the top, click Create Credentials, then choose OAuth Client ID. If prompted, you'll need to configure consent screen. Just follow the steps. Click Get Started. Enter the application name. I'll enter Web Application. Choose a user support email. Click Next. Choose External, then click Next again. Now enter your developer contact email and proceed. Accept the Google API Service Policy and click Continue. Click Create. Now the consent screen setup is done. Go back to Credentials. Click Create Credentials and choose OAuth Client ID. For application type, choose Web Application. You can keep the default name. Under the Authorized JavaScript Origins, you need to copy this link and paste it here. For the authorized redirect URI, go to your project, open config folder, and services.php. Look for the line under Google gives redirect. Copy that redirect URL and paste it here in the Google console. Then click Create. Now you'll get the client ID and secret key. Just copy both and paste them back into your .env file like this. Your client ID is here and secret key is here. Now everything is set. You can log in with Google. Just remember, if the email doesn't already exist in the system, it will automatically create a customer account. And that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe to support my channel. More features and source code will be coming soon. Stay tuned.